Hello everybody, hope you're all keeping very well, and thought I'd give you an update of what's happening with the specialist cars and Harris Motor Company. Not done this for a little while. Time just seems to go away. I mean, we're in May already, almost half the year gone. Wow, cannot believe 2023 disappearing away. Well, another bank holiday coming up, massive celebrations for the coronation this weekend. Lots of parties going out there. Let's just hope the weather keeps up a little bit better. I believe the forecast is not so good, but it's party time, so I'm sure we'll all have a great fun and a long bank holiday. So what's been happening here? Well, delighted to say it's been a very busy start of the year. 2023 has started very well, and it's just nice and busy. So thank you to everybody who supported me, keep buying cars off me, and more importantly, keep selling me your cars. Just thank you so much. And as you well know, I'll pay top prices for top cars and make it quick and easy. Simple formula, simple as that really. So here's some tips if you are selling your car or thinking about selling in the future. There are so many online platforms that give you valuations, instant valuations. I don't need to go through all the names of them. I'm sure you've seen them all over the TV, heard them all over the radio. Well, those sort of systems are all automated, aren't they? Very simple. You put the registration number in, you put your mileage in, and it gives you a valuation. But it doesn't take into consideration the service history, the condition, the ownership, etc. So yes, that might be great to get an approximate valuation, but that is all it is. And sadly, some of these platforms do give you a higher valuation to try and entice you to either advertise with them or get yourself down there. And then only to get disappointed that you won't get that valuation. So my experience, in 9 times out of 10, those prices are inflated to get you down there, or as I say, to get them to advertise your car with them. It's time wasting for you. All I need is accurate descriptions, and if it's a car that ticks the boxes for me, I will give you the best price and I'll make it quick and I'll make it easy. Simple as that really. So as I've always keep saying, I only want nice cars, low mileage, service history. Not any, just nice. So a couple of tips about if you're selling your car. Make sure it's nice and clean when you go and present it to anybody, so that the buyer can see what the condition of the bodywork is like, the wheels, the tyres. Have you got 2 sets of keys? Have you got the V5? Have you got the service book? Have you got the invoices for the services? Last few years, many manufacturers have gone away with the good old-fashioned service book. So these things don't seem to exist. They all seem to be about online services. If you're buying a car from a dealer or privately and somebody says it's all digital, it's all online, it probably is. However, do get some copies to make sure you know that car's got the service history that they're telling you. I've just bought a BMW, and this is the service history. This is what I love. I absolutely love this. Absolutely. So this is the sort of service history that I like, and this is why I will pay the top price for cars with this sort of history. And as I said, most cars do not come with service history books these days, so keep all the services like the couple of that particular car, because that makes it so much more valuable. And not only that, you can buy one of these service books online. So if you've got a newish car that doesn't come with a book, get one of these. I'm happy to supply these and keep a record of it. Just keep it all stamped up. So every time I have a service, get it all stamped up. Get the garage to stamp it up for you. Take the boxes what's been done. Then you'll have a nice clean record for when you come to sell it, which will make your car worth damn sight more than just saying it's digital or you can't find the paperwork. That is so crucial. So if you're buying a car, you know how crucial it is. So if you're selling your car, make sure you've got that. So that's one tip there. The other tip is obviously make sure, you know, when you take your car to the garage to show it off, it's at its best, because that's where the buyer can see how nice your car is. And if he's got dents and scratches and scrapes, obviously all those need to be taken into consideration. An average wheel repair on a car, you're looking at about £70–80, but if it's diamond cut, it's £120. So if you turn up with your car and he wants 4 wheels all damage doing, £600–700 worth of damage. So remember all those things, all those costs have to be coming out from somewhere. So that's about buying and selling cars. Obviously, as I said, I will buy your car happily. Sourcing cars at the moment is a little bit challenging. I've got quite a few customers who are waiting to find certain cars from me. And it's just getting more and more challenging because the used car market at the moment is still very, very buoyant. Not many cars on the market generally from what there have been historically. You have to remember 2020, 2021, 2022, pandemic, 2020, hardly any new cars got registered, which means there's not many 3-year-old cars out there. Applies with the 2-year-old cars. So they are a little bit in demand. So if you see one advertised and you think it sounds expensive, it looks very expensive, there's not many about, the chances are that's the price it's going to fetch. Many customers are ringing me and saying, that car looks expensive out there. They've either seen it elsewhere, they've seen it in my forecourt, but there's not many about. So it is the marketplace, just like houses. It's the marketplace. So if you do want that car, you've got to pay the price of what it is at the moment. It's very simple as that. The high prices aren't going up anymore. The market has stabilised on valuations quite a bit now. So they are coming down, but they're not dropping like a stone because simple supply and demand situation. The other question I keep asked quite a lot, I have been for quite a few months now, electric vehicles. What's happening to electric vehicles? Well, I said quite a few months ago, actually, a lot of the independent dealers were not getting involved in buying electric vehicles simply because the confidence of having to sell those cars. A lot of independent dealers don't have the facilities to service those cars. Not that they want much servicing, so they're relying on the main dealers for servicing and backup. So the independent dealers have actually kept away quite a lot, not having the confidence in the product. Of course, the limited range on the electric charge and the product knowledge. So what's happened the last few months? Well, you've probably seen the headlines with Tesla about Christmas time. They shaved £10,000–12,000 off brand new cars. Sounds good, but however, the second-hand ones just plummeted, absolutely plummeted. And the electric car vehicle market is doing the same at the moment with all manufacturers. The prices are coming down, they're tumbling away. It's not a bad thing overall. I personally think they will keep tumbling till they find the right level. Once the level is there, I believe they will start to come back up again, which will make them a good value for money. But obviously, electric vehicle does not suit everybody. You need to have the charge points availability, either home or work, or if you're just doing short journeys. And obviously, if you're doing long journeys, you just need to plan it out a little bit better. A friend of mine came up from London a couple of months back, and he's got a horrendous story, but I won't go down into the moment, simply due to unable to get the car charged. It was a very, very long journey from London to Stoke-on-Trent. So on to Harris Motor Company. We are very, very busy. I'm still looking for a technician. So if there's anybody good out there with the right attitude, that's what matters, the right attitude, please give me a shout. Or if you know anybody, please ask them to pop in, have a word with me, or give me a call. So busy on the MOTs, busy on the servicing. So if you do want your car serviced or MOTs, give us plenty of notice and we'll get you in. A couple of little tips on servicing and maintenance. You might not see these properly. These are metal dust caps. Absolutely nightmare. If you've got these on your car, go to your car. If these are metal, if you can get them off, throw them as far as you can. The worst thing's out. So these two are off a many that came in recently. Unfortunately, these weld themselves to the valves, so the dust cap won't come off. But unfortunately, if the vehicle's got tyre pressure monitor system, it means replacing the valves completely. So not just the £3-4 rubber valves like on most cars, but most cars these have got tyre pressure monitoring systems, and these things have to be pretty much put in the bin together with the complete monitoring systems, which on a Mini was about £20 each. So they might look blingy, they might look great, but in reality they are horrendous. So if you've got those, please take them off and just put the normal plastic caps on there if you want to save some money. Servicing repairs, of course, you've spent thousands and thousands of pounds on your car, so don't skimp on the servicing. Yes, we all know the cost of living. If your car needs a service, get it serviced. You know, we get quite a few cars which have, the customers thought, you know what, I'm not doing many miles, I won't have it serviced, and they've gone longer. In the long term, it does compound to having issues with the vehicle. Recently had a car in with a pollen filter, was absolutely solid black, filthy, just block solid. Which means the air conditioner's not working properly and you're breathing in debris, pretty much, you could say. So you're spending thousands of pounds, tens of thousands of pounds on a vehicle, keep it maintained, keep it serviced. It'll be more reliable. And of course, go back to the old service history, the valuation is worth more as well. So long-term wise, it does pay off to keep your car maintained and serviced, and of course reliability wise as well. So we'll keep doing that. And of course, with the cost of living, we do try and help out. Don't forget, we've got a partnership with a company called Bumper, which means you can get your car serviced today, repaired today, and spread your payments for up to 6 months, interest-free, no fees, no interest. Very, very simple, very quick, easy to set up. So we're trying our bit to help you out on there. So just remember that we can do that for you. Of course, I just mentioned air conditioning not working, so summer will be here very shortly. It's going to be absolutely sweltering. So just make sure your car's got the air conditioning gassed up. Nothing worse than on a absolutely boiling hot day, you put the aircon on and nothing happens. It's too hot. So if you want the air conditioning charged up, give us a shout. We'll get your car booked in, get you nice and cool. So that's pretty much everything update from here. Of course, I'm here to help with any advice, any support, servicing, repair side, sales, or simple advice. Thanks again for being a raving fan, for supporting, buying, selling cars. Hope you have a fantastic celebration weekend. And the weather does keep nice for us all. Until next time, I'll see you all soon. Take care.